Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today as I grace you guys with video number 2 out of 2 on a day that was meant to be a single upload, but I've delivered 2 because that's how much I care about you guys. Honestly, it wasn't planned, but the news that was coming in earlier on was just too much to ignore. You got video number 1. I will leave that here if you haven't seen it already. It was only a few hours ago. It wasn't like it normally is first part of the day. It was pretty recent. So make sure you check it out for all the latest news if you haven't already. And even then, we are getting more news. And I know for a fact that's going to be the topic of tomorrow's video because there's one question on all Chelsea fans' minds right now. Who is this mystery player? We'll find out tomorrow in the video if we get any sort of indication. There's already a few whispers of who the names might be, but apparently, just to give you guys a brief context, there's a name that Chelsea are working on behind the scenes. They've not uttered anything to anyone. No one knows who this mystery player is, but Chelsea are looking to get this business done before deadline day. And there's names being touted. Musiala, we're hearing. There's other names, but we'll see. We'll see. Right now, no one is in the know. No one knows. Even Fabrizio was like, we don't know. But there's something going on. We'll find out soon enough. Anyway, Chelsea Football Club. I mean, this is going to be... I put it on Twitter. If you're not... By the way, if you're not following, before I even say what I was about to say, don't forget, make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you're hitting the notification bell. Make sure you're following on the socials. All that good stuff in the description and on screen for you right now. But I said it on X, on Twitter as it used to be known, on X. This is going to hit like the number 30 final entrant of the Royal Rumble. You know when it's like a big surprise, like the final entrant, who is it, who is it? And then you hear like John Cena's music out of nowhere. Like, this is what it's going to be like if it's mega, or it could be very, very underwhelming. We'll wait and see. Anyway, this is your Chelsea versus Wimbledon preview. We're going to get into the thick of it. We're going to get into the midst of it. Pochettino spoke in his press conference earlier on today and gave us a little bit of information. But before we get into all of that, I've got a surprise for you. Check this out. Today's video is brought to you by Surfshark. Surfshark is a VPN. What's a VPN, you may ask? A VPN is a virtual private network with a robust data protection service. This means that I'm very well protected and my photos, my videos and private messages are all safe. One key advantage to using Surfshark is being able to change your location to wherever you please in the world as long as it's listed, and then using any streaming service, especially for the 3 p.m. Saturday kickoffs that you can't access here in the UK. Well, all you have to do is change to a certain location and voila, you can watch your 3 p.m. kickoffs on a Saturday. There is no limit to how many devices you can use Surfshark on all at the same time, and on top of that, it is available on all platforms including iOS, Android, Microsoft, Fire TV, you name it, it's there. And for all of you watching, I have a surprise for you. That surprise is every single one of you are able to get 3 months for free of charge. No pennies, no pounds, no euros, no yen, no dollars. Free of charge. All you have to do though is head into the description, click on the link, make sure you're using the code YTF and take advantage of this great offer. So once again, do not forget, the link is in the description. Hit that link now, use the code YTF and enjoy. Let's get on with the rest of the video. Right, let's get cracking. Chelsea versus Wimbledon. Now, the big surprise. Well, is it a surprise? Anyway, it might be. This game's not televised. As of right now, it's still not televised. There will not be a recording TV camera at Stamford Bridge tomorrow. And for some people saying, oh, but it might be on the Chelsea app. No. Chelsea TV, as well as, is it TalkSport? I think TalkSport. But there's Chelsea, basically, Chelsea Media, right? The Chelsea TV, Chelsea Fifth Stand app, whatever, are offering audio commentary. So you can hear what's going on. You can't watch what's going on. There's no recorded TV camera at Stamford Bridge tomorrow. So, we decided to take matters into our own hands. Few phone calls here and there. Hello, mate, how you doing? Long time no speak. Okay, bish, bash, boss. 2 + 2 = 4, not 5. 6 + 6 = 12, not 11. And we've put things together. This isn't a confirmation yet. It depends on him. But head over to Matisse's channel. That's what I'm going to say. Matisse, M-A-H, good old Matisse, the brother, yeah, Matisse. All you can eat Chelsea, Matisse. Big Six, Matisse, that Matisse. He's at the game tomorrow. If he can put 2 and 2 together, maybe he's got a little going on and we can all tune in, yeah? So make sure you're just, all I can say, because it's not actually a confirmation yet. It's not a confirmation yet, but if he's able to make it happen, then great. Make sure you keep your eyes on his channel during the game tomorrow or just before, because if a live stream all of a sudden pops up, then you're welcome. We're taking matters into our own. We have to see the game. If we don't see the game, how are we all going to come on here and tell you what happened? How are we going to come on here and say, oh no, this guy played well, this guy played well? This will be the match review tomorrow. If I come on and we've seen nothing, I'll be like, so Chelsea played Wimbledon today. We had 57 shots. 38 of them were on target. 5 of them were blocked. We conceded 1, but it was disallowed. What else? What else happened here? We scored in the 38th minute. Took us long to get the first goal. I'm a bit surprised at that one. You'd be seeing that. It'd be ridiculous. So we're gonna make sure that there's gonna be a way that we can watch this game somehow, right? Somehow, even if it's recorded on a potato, we will watch this game. So anyway, we're gonna get into the preview. How should Chelsea approach this now? In terms of the game itself, and I think the players that are going to feature, Pochettino in the press conference spoke. And by the way, the press conference, I mean, oh my god, I have to mention this. Some of the journalists that are attending these press conferences should have their media passes taken away from them. Their press passes should be burnt. Not just taken away and put in the bin, burned. Yeah? That way it's unattainable. They can't capture it again. They can't, go and get it somehow. No, it's burnt. It's gone. It's disintegrated. It's in the air. It's a fugazi. It's a nothing now. What in the blue are some of these questions? I'm actually quite surprised. One reporter, one journalist, oh man, I forgot his name. He's well known. I think he's at TalkSport. Well known guy. Normally quite good. Gets on with all the managers pretty well in terms of, bond. Fantastic. But his question today. Why do teams wait till deadline day to do business? I'm cringing. I want to bury myself into the ground right now hearing that. Like, I don't want to be part of this civilization. What in the blue hell is that sort of question? Why do you think? Put 2 and 2 together in your head. Why do you think? Poch put it perfectly. Business is business. You don't know when business can happen. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes things happen, sometimes things don't happen. Sometimes you get your target, sometimes you don't get your target. Sometimes you've got to make a backup plan, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you finish early, sometimes you finish late. What kind of stupid question is that, honestly? Oh, bloody hell. They wasted. There was quite a lot of journalists that wasted questions that they knew the answer to already. But are you expecting a signing coming up? Are you getting a player in the next 2 days? Like, is that happening? What do you think he's going to say? Yes? Oh, it's going to be this guy and this guy. He's coming from this club. He's scheduled to arrive on a flight at 9:51 p.m. Right? That's when he's landing. And then we've got a car waiting for him at the airport. What the hell? Of course he's going to say it's not up to me. It's up to the club. Speak with them. It's their decision. It's not mine. I'll wait. Are you happy with the squad that you got? What do you think he's going to say? No. Come on, man. Save your questions. Use your brains and save your questions. It's just stupid. Or ask a question you know you're going to get an answer to. It's ridiculous. Anyway, that's enough about the journalists. But he answered in that press conference a few things based on some of the questions that were actually reasonable. And made it clear that tomorrow we're going to see some academy lot. We're going to see maybe some 16 or 17-year-olds. Now, I'll be honest. I like to give my team on here and tell you guys what I would do. My starting 11. I've got a starting 11, but I think it's quite inaccurate. I'll be honest. I think it's probably half accurate, and I'll explain why. I'll go through the team that I've selected, and I'll tell you where I think it might change. But we might see some academy lot, not just for trying kids for the sake of it, but in his words, because we don't have the depth right now. We've got quite a lot of injuries. In terms of the injuries and the players that are out for this game, and that players that might come back after the international break. Badiashile, for example, he's one of them. We've got Mudryk that we know is going to be out, but will probably come back very, very soon. Next few days, he probably might be available for Forest. There's other players that we already know about, Reece James and whatnot. We've got a few players that are just out, right? And because of that, we need to dip into the academy and pluck out a few lads to just do with this fixture. Now, in terms of this fixture alone, Wimbledon, fair play to Wimbledon. Drawn Chelsea, they're coming to the Bridge. Fantastic. I like Wimbledon. I'm not far. They are technically a local side, yeah. Much like Palace are a local side to me, Wimbledon are technically a local side to me. So it's nice to see them come to the Bridge. I'll be honest, I'm rooting for them to a certain extent. I hope they score 1 goal. I'd like Wimbledon to get 1 goal just for the memories, and then we hopefully win like 6-1 or something. But it'd be nice for Wimbledon to score. If they don't, I'm not complaining. But anyway. Wimbledon come in, it's their cup final, they've got nothing to lose. They're going to be coming into this game going, lads, let's just give it our all. They'll probably be a bit scared for the first 5 minutes, and then they'll get into the rhythm of the game, and then they'll begin to just enjoy the occasion. Chelsea need to be serious, not underestimate, but in terms of the lads that we are selecting, whoever we pick should be able to get the job done, including the academy lot. Because the academy lot should be at a level that should be able to compete with a League 1 or a League 2 side, Wimbledon being a League 2 side. So this is where we turn to the starting 11. Who have I got playing? I'll show you, and then I'll tell you where I think Poch might amend and go to maybe an academy boy. Let's get into it. Right, let's start off in goal. We already know Poch has confirmed Sanchez is playing tomorrow, not Petrovic, because Petrovic has not got his permit yet, so he can't play just yet. He'll probably be available for the next game, but not for this one. And he needs to train, apparently, and get up to speed, which he's not. So if Sanchez, the plan is around Sanchez. Sanchez will start tomorrow. Now, Disasi and Humphreys is who I have as the back two. Badiashile is out. He's not going to be available in time or recovered in time for this. So it's going to be, I would say, Disasi right centre-back, Humphreys left centre-back, Thiago Silva and Levi Colwill take a step back and they relax. Get them ready for the Premier League game on the weekend. So there's that. In terms of the fullbacks, this is where I think we might see some changes. I've put Gusto. Maybe we turn to a right back from the academy. This is one of the positions that I think we might turn to the academy. Because Gusto is coming to fill in for Reece James. Reece James is out injured. If Gusto gets injured in a fixture like this, we're going to shoot ourselves in the feet. It's not worth the risk. Albeit there's always a risk, but in a Premier League game, you have to play Gusto. There's no other option. Against Wimbledon, there probably is an option. Yeah, you can go to an academy boy. So, who plays right back at the academy? You're probably starting, mate. So that's position number 1 where I think we might have a change. Gusto I've put, but just for the sake of putting a right back on the pitch, I think it might be an academy boy. Left back, it's only right that we turn to Ian Maatsen for this. Let him get some minutes, let him get some momentum going his way, fingers crossed. So Maatsen I've put at left back whilst Chilwell on the bench. You ain't playing tomorrow. In midfield, I've gone Ugochukwu. He is a midfielder. He plays in the double pivot. He is meant to be like a 6, right? He comes in. Cool, mate. You got Wimbledon. Should be able to handle that. Not a problem. Alongside him, I've put this on purpose. I've gone with Caicedo. Go with Caicedo just so that he keeps running. Fitness, sharpness mainly. He needs momentum. He needs to be playing. He needs match minutes. And it's a good occasion for him to maybe get up to speed a little bit faster instead of just waiting for the next Premier League game. So I would say Caicedo alongside Ugochukwu. To start off with, we can make changes later, but that would be my midfield. Just ahead of him, this might be an academy boy, but at the same time, if we're ever going to do this, this would be the game where I would excuse it. Gallagher in the 10. Because we ain't got anyone else. Let's be honest, we ain't got anyone else. And if it means we play a 4-2-3-1, then we play with a 10 finally, then Gallagher against Wimbledon should be able to play a 10. Should. Come on. So this is where I've made the exception. This match day alone, I've made the exception of putting Gallagher in the 10. Just because we ain't got anyone. Now, I say we ain't got anyone, we might turn to the academy. So this is position number 2, where I believe, or maybe 3, we might even do the same in central midfield for Caicedo. But for Gallagher, even in the 10, we might turn to an academy boy. So that is where I say pay attention. Because Poch did say there's maybe 5 or 6 17, 16-year-olds that are going to be called up. Alright, I doubt they're starting, but they'll probably feature. This is one of the positions where I think we bring an academy boy into the fold. Now the front three is a completely different front three. Washington on the left, because he's available, and he can play across the entire front line, although he is a striker, but he can play along the entire front line. I've only stuck him there because the person I've stuck up front can't play along the front line. Can't play across the wings. He can only play up front. So this is where I've compensated. And I've put Washington on the left. On the right-hand side, I'm surprised. I thought Moreira went on loan. He's still here. What are we doing? Is no one interested in Moreira? I'm surprised at this. He had a great pre-season. A brilliant pre-season. No one's come in for him. Santos has gone. If not, I would be playing Santos in this game. But he's gone. Nottingham Forest. Good loan. Premier League loan. Brilliant. Moreira is still here. I'm surprised. So, he plays. On the right-hand side, mate, you're starting. Do what you did in pre-season. It was great. I mean, it wasn't unbelievable. It was raw. But it was positive enough. And I'd hope a performance like that would suffice for tomorrow. So there's that. Moreira on the right-hand side. And up top, Burstow. Now, Burstow is a striker, in and out striker, can only play as a striker, can't play across the rest of the line, so he plays up front. That would be my starting 11, but again, I'm going to stress this, Burstow's position up top is another position where we might see an academy boy. I want to say as well for the left-hand side where I've stuck Washington, because Washington might be the boy that's stuck up front, and then an academy boy might be put on the left. We'll see. But those 4 positions, /5, are the ones that I believe we might see academy boys feature in. And ladies and gentlemen, that is my starting 11. In terms of a prediction, as I tell you every preview now, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Check out the socials. They are on screen and in the description right now. So make sure you're clicking on those, as well as Shootout, our brand new football channel. Make sure you are there, subscribed and catching all the content as it drops, including yesterday's Chelsea Hit Hot and Cold. Make sure you go and have a look. My prediction. I got the last one right. I said 3-0. We won 3-0. Albeit on Shootout, I said 2-0. But on here, I had to change the heart and I added the goal. And it worked. So for this one, I said Wimbledon to score, didn't I? I don't think they will, but screw it. Because it's Wimbledon and they're close to me, I'll let them have one. If not, I would say nil. I really would. Hence, I said West Ham, 3-0. I said Luton, 3-0. I'm just staying on the nils. Because it's Wimbledon, have one. But I'm going Chelsea 5, Wimbledon 1. I think 5-1 win. That seems arrogant. It seems, oh my God, how is he predicting 5? Well, if we're ever going to predict in a fixture where we score 5, it's probably this one, let's be honest. Against a League 2 side, you'd expect it. So, I'm going 5-1. Let me know your predictions, your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. And I will see all of you tomorrow for video number 1, where we try and get some news on this mystery player. And then there will be the match review after the game is done, where hopefully we're not reading off statistics and we've actually watched the game. Fingers crossed. I will keep you guys posted tomorrow in video number 1 if there are any changes to TV schedule. If it is being broadcasted, I'll let you know. But aside from that, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you very much, people. Take care. Good night. See you tomorrow. And peace.